Hi YouTube family, I'm back with another video. Welcome back. I just wanted to get on here really quickly and drop you guys this video while it was still fresh in my mind. Again, excuse my appearance. Still under the weather a little bit. I don't know what was going on. I had like a stomach bug or something, but slowly getting back to normal. What do I want to talk to you all about? And I did a live the other day. I hope you guys watch it. I wasn't really talking about much. I was just kind of chit chatting and catching up with some things that I did previous videos on. But when I was doing that live, it kind of triggered me on this some other things that's going on. And I think I briefly talked about going back into the office and stuff like that. Um, and with that, and I was talking about going back into the office and how your coworkers are not your friends and that kind of stuff. Woo, it's it's crazy. And let me just start by this quick little story I wanted to share with you all. When I say coworkers are not your friends, y'all, they be telling you business. They be stabbing you in the back. I mean, they be doing all kinds of stuff, and you all know. You all know what I'm talking about. It's crazy. But this one little story I wanted to get on here and share with you all. And I don't if you all been watching me for some time, you know I'm married and all that stuff, right? And I have done one video. It's called Marriage is a Scam. It was kind of one of my earlier videos. And please check that out. I'll try to link it in this description if I can find it. But it hopefully it still pops up on the feed. But it was about marriage, and it was kind of my way of poking fun at it about when you get married, your expectations versus the reality of marriage. So I can't give dating advice, y'all. I mean, I'm not single, so I can't give y'all dating advice. And I think I heard somebody, a wise person, once said, "Married women don't give dating advice," and we can't. We just can't because we're not in that field. We're not in that arena, right? But listening to some of my coworkers, a lot of them are single, and listening to what they have to say, the dating pool is just, I'm sorry, no offense, guys, if you're watching, but the dating pool is just trash. I mean, both ways. I'm not going to just pick on the fellas. I'm going to say it's for the guys and for the ladies. But I'm only hearing the ladies' perspective right now, and it's just trash, y'all. It's crazy what's out there and the stories they were telling me. It's unreal. And one particular thing that struck me is that if you go on Facebook, we all go on to different social media accounts since we all had different social media accounts and things like that. And I have a Facebook account, and I don't go on there as much because YouTube is my thing right now, and it has been for a while. But you go on Facebook, and one of the reasons I'm gonna tell you why I stopped going on there is because you see all these posts, from couples, or I'm going to say couples mainly, right? Married and people dating, what have you. And, you see a lot of posts and it's like, oh, I went here, I went on this trip, I went there. Look at my wonderful husband or look at my wonderful boyfriend. They're the best things since sliced bread. Oh, he can do no wrong. Look at us, we're doing this together, we're doing that together. So I was getting kind of, I'm getting kind of resentful because I'm like, well, dang, I've been married for a while and I was even getting on my husband. I'm like, how come we don't do that? You don't take me nowhere. We don't go on no trips. Like, what's up? So I felt kind of, like I felt like my relationship was inadequate because I'm trying to live up to these images and these things that I see on Facebook, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of you do the same thing. So I'm like, I got to get off here, and this kind of like happened like pre-pandemic. So I want to say like 2019-ish is when I started getting myself off of the Facebook thing because I got tired of seeing those type of posts because I felt like I was a nobody. It was starting to get depressing. Like I was a nobody. I didn't do anything. I don't have the best relationship. My husband doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. So to give myself a mental health boost, I just kind of stopped getting on there, right? So that leads me up to the story I want to share with you all, because one of my other coworkers, she had been married a long time, like myself, and I used to work with her a long time ago. And she had been married a long time ago. I mean, for a long time, like 20 plus years. You know, she had kids that were grown in college. And so she and her husband, they got divorced. And so, of course, that was all on social media. That was all on Facebook. So, you know, of course, you know, you feel sorry, you know, people going through troubled times and things like that. Okay. So then fast forward, I don't know, I don't even think she was divorced, maybe a year, less than a year. Then she posts all these things. Her new posts were, oh, look at my new man. Oh, this is my new boyfriend. We're doing this, we're doing that. We're taking trips together. We're going hiking, we're going biking, we're going fishing. We're doing all this stuff. I'm like, okay, good for you. You know, yay. You know, you finally found somebody, right? And then I think that went on for about a year, maybe. And then you start seeing all these posts. Oh, I'm married. So she gets married to this dude, right? Oh, this is my new husband. He's wonderful. You know, where have you been all my life? And, you know, he's giving her all these accolades. And, oh, yeah, this is, you know, my girl. And they're all hugged up and, you know, kissing. And, you guys know. You've seen it, right? You've seen it all on social media. So I'm like, okay, good for her. So this is, you know, during a time when I was kind of weaning myself off of the social media, especially the Facebook, because I got tired of seeing all this stuff, right? So I hadn't, like I said, I hadn't been on Facebook in years, like 2020. I've been off and on. I'm maybe going once a month. And this has been like since 2020. So fast forward to what is this, 2025. We're back into the office. You're working with people that's, you know, I don't want to say they're carrying tales, but they're gossiping about each other and telling each other's business and all this. So the subject came up about this particular coworker, because the other coworker, the two of them, they were using the same dating app on Facebook. I guess Facebook has a dating app or dating part of it now. And so she was like, yeah, me and, you know, I'm not going to mention her name, but me and so, we were both on there and we were like, you know, this is the dating pool. This is what we got to choose from now. And I was like, well, wait a minute, back up, wait a minute. And I'm like, the person you're talking about, or the person she was talking about, I'm like, wait a minute, didn't she just get married? Like, huh? Wait, what? I thought she was married. Oh, yeah, no, they're divorced now. I'm like, what? Yeah, they got divorced last year. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I'm as guilty, you know. I shouldn't have been prying, but, you know, curious minds want to know, right? So I'm like, well, huh? I'm like, well, I didn't want to say what happened, but basically I said what happened because I wanted to know. I'm being nosy, right? And she was like, oh, yeah, he went back to his ex-wife. And I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, he went back to his ex-wife and, you know, he said, you know, he was in love with his ex-wife and he couldn't be married to her anymore. You know, the coworker, the other coworker, he couldn't be married to her anymore and he couldn't do that anymore. And so they got divorced. Blew me away. I'm like, wow. And she's like, yeah, she kind of suspected it all along because he would get up and go make breakfast for the kids and all this, you know, every morning. And so I was done listening after that. I'm like, whoa. So yeah, that happened. And I guess the end of that story, to fast forward to today, so I guess he went back to his ex-wife. The ex-wife didn't want him any longer. So then now he's trying to get back with the coworker. And so I guess I don't know what she's doing. She's probably going to try to get back with him. I don't know. But with all that being said, basically I'm just like, I'm saying to myself, Lord, if I were, God forbid, become single again, I don't know. I think I'll just I already have a dog. I'll probably get a couple more and some cats. I mean, really, seriously, it's just, to me, it just seems hopeless. It just seems hopeless out there. And I asked that lady that was telling the story, I said, well, do you have any pets? And she's like, oh, yeah, I have two cats. because after she was telling me her war stories of, her dating woes and everything, and she said, yeah, I just go home to my cats and, they curl up on me and they understand. I'm like, yeah, you know, pets, they do get it, they do get it. Ooh, wild bugs are flying around. I was like, yeah, they do get it. My dog is flying around like a jackrabbit. You can see him flying around the yard. Yeah, when the sun goes down, he gets crazy. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to get on here and tell that story real quick. And, let me know in the comments, have you ever heard of anything like this? Or have you experienced things like this? Like, your girl want to know, because, like, this is just news to me. This is some crazy stuff. Like, wow. So, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't give you dating advice. I can barely give you marriage advice because everybody's an individual and everybody's situation is different. So I guess the takeaway from this would be mind your own business. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, it's just to be, if you do have a friend or if you find yourself in a situation like this, try to be uplifting as you can, offer your moral support, and, get a hobby, get on YouTube, get a hobby, keep yourself busy, and the right person will come along. I think if you focus too much on it, it's it it seems like it's harder for it to happen. So just be yourself, hang in there, and you do you. And that would be my dating advice. That's my 2 cents. But drop me a comment and let me know what y'all think. Appreciate y'all listening. I appreciate everybody who has subscribed so far. Please continue to watch me. And please like and subscribe this video if you like this type of content. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.